Have you ever happened to you when you work with ComfyUI, you just don't know which model is work good or where to find this model? Well, I have a solution for you. So I spent several weeks, but I created the perfect node and workflow. All what you need to do, just go ahead, type in a prompt, and our Ollama or our special AI model will find best match of the model, LoRAs and combinations and settings for you to create the perfect image. So in this video, I want to take you over to show how to install it and how to use it, this model, so you have truly a cluster of the models and be on the same level like a Midjourney on your local computer. So let's start it. First step, what we need to do is install my repository in your custom node directory. To do this, you can follow the link down below. You'll go to Geek at Play Cluster ComfyUI, this folder, and right here as you see a green button with code, click on this, it's expand, and you want to copy this path. Let's go ahead and copy. Our next step, we want to go inside the installations for your ComfyUI and going down to the custom node directory. So it's probably located to your installations, ComfyUI, custom nodes, go inside, and on top right here in your Explorer, just click and type CMD or command prompt. This will open for us terminal. Inside here, type git clone and paste the path. You shouldn't have it installed git before. It's help us to clone repositories. In case if you don't, you can easily just download it git.exe, but I would recommend for you to watch my video about ComfyUI from A to Z, where I've gone over all applications that are highly recommended for you to install it and have on your computer. So after you type this, going and press enter. In my case, you can see it's come up error because it's already installed. In yours, it should take extremely fast and downloaded few of the files of these new nodes and also installation files on your computer. After this done, inside you should have the folder called ComfyUI Cluster. Let's go inside, and here you'll find several files. I'll go a little bit later and show inside the code what they're doing, and most important, how you can do some stuff manually. But for us, we need to use it couple installation files we want to run. First, it won't be install any requirements because everything what we have it except models should be on your computer. First, what we want to run is install batch, which is actually open and help you to download it models. You can do this manually, but because our collection have over 200 different models, it will be a little bit easy going from here because this is also have a path and everything. So we'll go and I go to models. It's a root directory for your models. And below you should have a checkpoints, diffusions, via clip, and this will handle by itself. So just right here, we'll click OK, and you can see it's open and it's showing which models installed and what you're missing. I'm missing a lot of models here, but I don't want to install all of them. You can click select all missing, then it will take very long time to download it. Just imagine it will have it about 5, 6, 7 terabytes of models, maybe more to download it. And just keep in mind that some models may be moved, deleted, whatever, so you possibly can have it some errors, but it should just keep on going. But if errors appear, you can go look and fix the path. I will try to keep it up to date, but just let you know it may happen. So in our case, let's go just select, and notice we have a text encoders LoRA here, but we're going and select checkpoint. Let's go select this Z image turbo, for example, and click install it. You'll notice right here it's going initialization, try to access, and for example, it's fail. It's tell it's not here, so we need to update this. Let's go to our next and click on Epic Photo and click install. When install installation and find path, you'll notice it start downloading and showing you progress on how much downloaded. So how I said before, if for some reason some checkpoints was moved or not found, I will try to update, but you also can just copy this name, going find and download it. In a second, I'll show you where you can see what is model we're using and fix if you want by yourself this path or access that manually. After downloading completed, you should have it just download complete, and you can also see all downloaded successful. So in this case, your model is loaded. Okay, well, let's for now just exit from this. And another ones we want to run, it is manage models. So before we run there, let me show you what it does. If we're going inside our model registry, and this is where we have it all path. And I want to show you, even you maybe don't program or code, but it's kind of nice to know what actually happening here. And just showing you in here, you can find the name of this, of the model. You can search for this. And most important, URL, you have a path. So you can actually just copy this path and copy them manually. And this is sometimes need be changed if path is modified. Below, we also have a tags. This is used by the systems. And down below, this is all for the programming. It's what it is Flux model. If a checkpoint, it's just all technical information that system will utilize. As well, it's have additional information about best settings for this model. Yes, the system will provide what best your scheduler, what best steps, all of this system will set up to have the best performance in image for you. But other ones below, this one is important. This is says enable true. So it's meaning this model is on your system, it's accessible. But as I said before, because some models not there, system maybe will try download it. Technically, the script work this way. If it cannot find this model, it's try to load it next in line, but we still want to avoid the error as much as possible. And because of this, notice this says like true in some of them. We'll go back to our bot and we're going to run this model our manage models. And as we're running this, it's have two options. One, sync with disk, and it's going to try find installed, non-installed models. And just in case if you decide to reset, you can type 2. I'll go press 1, and you can see right here it's went through my script and disable those models. If we're going back here, you can see now it says false. So it's update our models, which is not installed on our system. This is just help us to work with this. So this is about all what you need to know on the back end, and we're ready to work with our normal scripts. After you start your server, you need to load it workflows. So you can find those workflows if you're going inside the ComfyUI folder and going inside the ComfyUI cluster in our custom nodes. And in the workflow, you'll find 4 different LoRAs, 4 different workflows that will work in different areas. Some will work with a more like a Flux type model. Other one work with your SDXL, SD 1.5 with more traditional checkpoints. I done this for the simplicity of the some models, but it's possible we can combine in the future them to make more universal way. So right now we'll just take this one Ollama text Flux split LoRA, and you can just drag and drop on your workspace. Right here you'll notice I also add some previews, and you can do this as well. It's just the text to showing you what's going on in a model. Here we have one huge our brain model, which is work, and this is connected to our Ollama. Be sure you have an Ollama server installed and run on your computer. Models that is going to utilize it will be downloading if you not install them, so the node will take care of itself. But just in case, we're using Quaint 2.57b. And it is at first look, it's maybe look like too many wires going around, but there are mostly of the just previewing debugging we can remove, but in general it's very simple. So right here we have it as says our brain, and you can notice it's output check, LoRAs, all this information, CFG, height, width, it's all optimizations. For example, if it's no your model will support 1024 by 1024, it will output proper resolution. And it's of course it's based on your base size and aspect ratio you selected. So it's kind of all automated. Well, let me go over very fast what we have here. checkpoint name output. It will select what checkpoint to use. LoRAs, if it's any apply. For example, if you type, I want high texture on my hands, it will load it special for LoRA for this and apply it. We have it model type, Flux, or other things if you want monitor by yourself. Step, CFG, sampler schedule. It's for our case sampler right here to supply all these items. And if you don't like it, just disconnect and you can manually control them as well. Next, we have with height, seed, positive, negative prompt. Also, it will configure because right here, for example, I have this prompt, but it also will rework on a prompt if you need it. Next, we have a JSON output plane. Right here, you'll see it is just for your information for debugging, just to show what is actually happening there so you can see what's going on. And below we also have it all additional via positive clip, task, all this control net if you want to select. So this is model. It will analyze your prompt, will analyze your image, and based it on this, we'll have it all the special settings to create the best perfect image. It will work for this. So right here, for example, we'll just go, let's type cyberpunk instead dark alley. Cityscape. And I also enable all of the models, so I will show you the error maybe come up if your models is not there and it still be enabling, so you can at least download it this way. Okay, we'll just leave it as default. Everything else included negative prompt, and let's go just click run. So what's happening, you can see it's a perform already analysis. And if we look, it did not find any LoRA for this, but it's found night vision model. It's a best under for what we did it. So this model, it's downloading this model. And if we're going down here, you'll notice this is our prompt. And here is all the special settings that's happening. And in special settings, it's telling you what model it's found, SDXL for this text specifically. It's found what is better model will work for this. We don't have it any via and clip because it's checkpoint, everything together here. No LoRAs will work. Also negative, it's tell what a step, CFG, width, height, so best for this. And right here, it's actually created for us this image. So let's go right now and change and accept this. We'll just go and let's put it goth. So we'll just change to different. Let's go run this. And you can see right here, it's changed. It's found a different model that work better for the goth specifically. And also we'll go ahead, downloaded this. And if we check, you can see it's worked better in this case. So you can go and experiment. I won't say it's a perfect. It still need kind of readjusting. And of course, if you don't have it, some models loaded, it will try have a problem. Let me try see, because I disable some stuff and I want to show you what's happening in a worst case, okay, if you don't have it. So let's go ahead, right here, type photo, and let's go type Disney style. Yes, Disney style, and we'll just leave it everything. Let's go click OK. Well, actually, I do have, it's found real vision. So it's found this, but you can see also it's found the LoRAs that is work for all of this. It's loading, and right here we have it more Disney style preloaded with specific model. So I guess we do have it those models in. Sometimes what's happening if you don't have it, it's actually will come up error and it says, hey, you're missing this model that is, or I cannot find. So then you probably want to download it, that model. But you can see how it's work. It's going over the text, going over our installed models, loaded what we have it. If it's found properly LoRA that will apply it, it will also install this LoRA. It will utilize all of the settings that recommended for this. Example, if we're going down here, and you can see right there, all of this also set. So it is interesting way, interesting project that I spent a few weeks kind of try to plan around. And obviously, I will work more on that. If you have any suggestions, recommendations, or you think you have some cool models, let me know down and below. And I hope you will enjoy to exploring and creating and deconstruct, see how it's work. Thank you for watching this video. We'll see you next time.